He has become the ultimate super cop. Robocop.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another cartoon commentary. I'm joined once again by good friend Eric. How you doing today?
Great, man. Thank you.
Could it be fun to take a look at another ridiculous R-rated movie turned cartoon? I don't know why I'm so fascinated by these, but that Rambo we did a while back, Force of Freedom, was just all sorts of unintentional humor. So this one we're looking at today is the Robocop cartoon. And it's the official title of it is just Robocop. At this about the same time, a Kenner toy line came out called Robocop and the Ultra Police, and the figures from that toy line are in the show. I don't know why the show isn't actually called Robocop and the Ultra Police. We're not actually going to be doing the first episode, though. We're doing episode 12, which premiered on December 17th, 1988. And the reason we're doing this one is because this is the only episode of the entire run. It was a very short run, 12 episodes. Final episode is the one that features Clarence Boddicker. so to me, the idea of Clarence Boddicker in animated form is basically like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre in animated form.
Now, I just want to know, and I'm sure they'd change the line, but at any time, I'm hoping he just says, "Just give me my phone call."
Yeah. And before we kick this off, Robocop the movie, I don't know if we've ever talked about the movie.
I don't think so. Yeah, I think...
Have you seen it?
Oh, yeah, of course. 100 times. Yeah. In fact, that was I want to say that was the first R-rated movie I think I ever saw that I didn't actually sneak into. I think they just let us into the theater.
Yeah, I loved it too. Extremely, extremely violent. Not a kid's movie, but unlike Rambo, which when it came out, a lot of people went, "What is this doing as a cartoon? Like, this guy is a Vietnam War vet, and the destruction he caused in the first two movies. What's this doing as a cartoon?" Robocop, on the other hand, it kind of feels to me like this could have started as a kid's cartoon and then got reworked as a ultra serious, ultra violent adult movie. Like the base of it, I think it works as an animated show. Mm-hmm. Just because I think robot.
Yeah, it's a good concept. I think it's something that does kind of translate well like that. I know like the movies were interesting because while the first one was, uber hardcore violent, I guess the second one kind of was too. The third one, yeah, the third one was really, it was like more PG-13. I think it didn't quite have the edge as the first or the second.
It was violent in another way.
Yeah.
Violent vomiting ensued. No, it wasn't that bad. Upon repeated viewings, it's actually better than I remember it. I was just, the first time I saw it, I was so disappointed with the lack of Peter Weller and just what was up on the screen, the lack of Robocop in general in the movie. But when you compare it to the live action series that was shot in Toronto, have you ever seen that one? Oh,
yes.
Yeah, I remember. We talked about that one time.
Yeah, we used to air that at the TV station I worked at. Yeah.
So you know all about that one.
Yeah.
That'll be one day down the road.
Yeah.
So I wanted to pick something that everyone can watch. This one is around. All you got to do is just look for it, and you'll be able to find it. It's called Robocop Episode 12, Menace of the Mind. And I'm going to give you a countdown. Start at the very beginning of whatever you have, the video. I don't know if it's ever been released on DVD. I highly doubt it's on Blu-ray. But we're going to do a countdown. 3, 2, 1, play. Everybody ready out there? 3, 2, 1, play.
Detroit, the near future. Officer Alex J. Murphy and his partner Ann Lewis fight to rid the...
And I've got a big smile.
Wow, yeah, already.
It's just like the movie. And there he is getting gunned down by the crew. Yeah, it's really faithful to the movie.
Yeah. Well, anytime they do these cartoons based on the R-rated sources, it makes you wonder: are they purposely marketing it towards kids and toning it down with the idea that they haven't seen it and they're getting a distilled version, or have the kids seen it and they're doing a cartoon because they know they've seen it? It's I don't quite get that part.
Hmm. So there's been some kind of crime here, and they didn't even change the partner. It's still Ann Lewis.
Yeah.
I'm digging. I haven't seen this, and I've never seen this episode. I haven't seen this cartoon in ages, but I'm digging how true it is to the movie, because Rambo certainly isn't.
No.
A lot of the cartoons based on movies aren't.
Well, they've also kind of kept those news bumpers as sort of like serving exposition and all that stuff.
Yeah, it feels very Verhoeven.
Yeah.
So I'm impressed 1 minute, 20 seconds into it. Let's see if we can keep this up.
Yeah.
Oh, what is this? Some kind
I
of
guess
drug?
this is reverse. Yeah, it's like a mind drug or something.
Oh, and they even have the OCP. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Everything is here except the theme. Is that the old man?
I think it might be.
OCP Industries.
No comment.
Oh, it's gotta be. Yeah, it even sounds like
cool.
I'm very disappointed.
Dick, you're fired. Thank you. Even though it's an animated series, it really feels like the movie. Yeah, they've even got the captain.
Yeah.
From the movie.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't this appear in like the Marvel Adventure Hour or something like that? Wasn't it part of that whole set? Yeah.
Yeah, it was part of that.
Yeah. I remember. So this was '88. So I would have been 13 when this came out. So I think I was in like 7th grade. I think when the series came out.
For a cartoon that's based on a toy line, this doesn't really feel like they're pushing toys. Like there isn't a "let me get my night fighting outfit,"
yeah,
or any "let me get into the cap firing copter."
Wait, aerial craft rapidly approaching at Mach 5 speed.
It's not bad. The voice actor for Robocop.
It almost has a G.I. Joe vibe. Almost. Yeah.
It does.
This should be fun.
There he is. There's the man. Yeah, I think a big reason why Robocop doesn't work as well after the first movie is because there's no Boddicker. Robo and Boddicker are Batman and Joker.
I just want to hear one of his lines. Tigers are playing tonight.
Can you fly, Bobby? So, not having seen the rest of the show, I'm assuming, because in the intro they show Boddicker being the man who puts the bullet in Murphy's head. Mm-hmm. This is finally like the revenge Robocop gets on the guy who killed him.
That's interesting. And the unofficial conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I suppose, I don't know. I wonder if you could make an argument that this is canon.
Yeah. Nice thing about animation is you get to see Robocop do stuff like this. Mm-hmm. Let's see how you like heights.
Yeah.
Surprised they didn't just get the actor who played Boddicker.
Tenacious devil, aren't you?
Sounds a little like him.
Bye-bye.
And he recognizes it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like the flashback and are you kidding me?
Well, I guess that's the bonus of a robot character, so you can dismember without guilt.
Yeah. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. Like, not only did he kill him, now he tore his arm off. Like, this guy really, really got to pay.
Oh, there he is.
And they never tell you his name. He's just the old man, the chairman. Voice acting is great.
Yeah, going back to that whole like non-toy kind of angle on it. It's interesting. Like all the cops are just in uniforms. It's not like you don't have one in a sailor outfit or something.
Well, I think the figures were like that though. They had their individual kind of chrome looking weird outfits, but they just made them look more like the movie in this cartoon. And I wonder if the toy line would have done a lot better if it was more true to the movie instead of all the Oh, that's a figure. I've seen him.
Huh.
And I think the thing you rode in on is one of the toys as well. Yep, that's an Ultra Police toy. So we're starting to see a bit of the toy commercial aspect of the show.
Gotcha.
I'm, not really sure what this has to do with RoboCop looking for revenge against the man who killed him.
Yeah, well, they're kind of giving like a character by character breakdown and analysis there. These.
Wow, if they're introducing these guys now, yeah, the Ultra.
Yeah.
They sure took a while to introduce these guys.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the whole toy line, right? It was RoboCop and the Ultra Police.
That's right.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like a melding of the movie and the toy.
I bet you don't think I'm a very nice person.
That's very Boddicker.
Yeah. I don't like cops, and cops don't like me. I hope they don't like clean it up and he shot me in the foot.
Yeah. Murphy's in a coma.
They're not holding back. He's.
Does it hurt? Does it
Holy smokes.
He's the Does It Hurt line.
It's like he's getting turned into hamburger. Like that. They really they convey that it was an excruciating death.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm surprised. Never thought I'd see RoboCop give someone a hug.
Yeah. Very consoling. A side note, I'm not overwhelmed by the quality of the animation. It looks a little on the budget side.
Yeah.
I will say like Rambo was pretty decent. Like like as an animated series, I remember it being pretty well done. This is perhaps a step back or two.
This kind of to me feels like the opposite of Mask. The voice acting is awesome, but the animation isn't quite there.
Yeah.
And the Mask's animation is incredible for a lot of the episodes, but the voice acting, I guess you could kind of say that might be the story too.
Mm.
Oh, the spike. He's even got the spike. I wonder if he'll get Boddicker in the neck with the spike. Can you imagine? What are we watching? Yeah, I'm really impressed by this. Only 9 minutes in, and quite a bit has happened already.
Yeah, it's cruising.
Superior craft.
Okay, Murphy, it's just you and me now. So spill it.
Curious to see more of these episodes if it's this good.
It's worth the background watch at the very least, I think.
Yeah. I was expecting more Boddicker.
Well, like I said, I'm surprised because the fact that it's obviously it's a cartoon and it's written and done for the audience that it's intended for, but it's very unenhanced. I mean, they really do pull through a lot of the aesthetic and the look and the feel of the movie. I find that kind of interesting.
Yeah, the tone is there. The violence might not be, the gore and blood, but the tone is definitely there. Except maybe not quite as funny and cheeky. But as far as movie adaptions go, it's one of the most true.
Yeah.
So far. I mean, if he starts wearing a tutu and doing a pirouette, and I'll stand corrected.
We're going to hear any second now. We're going to hear Robocop. Your city needs you.
He pulls an American flag out of his leg holster.
Yeah.
He starts singing, "Oh, say, can you see?" So Robo is not following his programming. He's got revenge on his mind, obviously.
Yeah.
I love the idea of him flying a helicopter with the data spike.
That's a pretty cool idea. Well, no, it's an example of the kind of details they're tying over and putting into this.
Yeah.
Of course, here's the Ultra Police coming.
And what's their purpose? Like,
Yeah.
I know they're here to back up Robo, but you can do that in any other episode. But I think in the Boddicker episode where he finally gets his hands on Boddicker, that might be the one where Robo doesn't really need much help.
Mm. Well, I guess these would be the toy sale characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really seems like Kenner said, get these guys in here. Well, what are they supposed to do? I don't care.
Sell toys.
Get them to drive around. Because they're not well, I was going to say they're not involved with the Boddicker thing, but there he is.
Now, correct me here, because I could be totally off base, but Cops is another very similar property to this that was also produced, right? Was it Kenner that produced the Cops toys?
No, that was Hasbro.
Hasbro, okay.
They were upsized O-rings.
And they had some sort of loose connection with G.I. Joe. Wasn't there like one of the characters was a Joe?
That was like a little inside joke on one of the file cards. Larry Hama made the military police guy the grandson of Beachhead.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because Cops was in the future.
Oh, okay. Of course.
So by that point, Beachhead would have been a grandpa.
Was Cops before this?
This is 88. Cops and Crooks would have been, I think, about the same time.
Okay. Yeah. It must have been somebody at Kenner scoring and be like, guess what we got to compete?
Yeah.
Well, I remember the all-time best, or I should say worst, Switch I ever got when I was a kid was I used to, like, when I was like, 9, 10, 11, and like, before and after school cartoons were all the thing. We all lived for it. I used to, like, on Sundays look in the TV guide that came with the paper and look at what new shows were coming. Like, so, because there was no internet or anything like that. You never knew it was coming out. So I'd look in the TV guide and see what shows were coming out. I remember seeing Ghostbusters, and I was like, Ghostbusters! They're making a Ghostbusters cartoon, and I'm sure you can see where this is going.
Yeah.
And I remember running home from school at the school bus stop to get to it and start it before, turn the TV on before it started, and the music came on, and it was literally like, what the hell is this?
It's a
gorilla.
Oh, the Filmation.
Yeah, the Filmation one. And I remember feeling so duped by that.
But the real Ghostbusters, another awesome adaptation of the movie.
Feels
just like the movie.
Absolutely. Real Ghostbusters, I remember, was fantastic.
So the Ultra Police got introduced just so they could go and get whipped by Boddicker. So Robocop can, in addition to trying to get revenge on Boddicker, save the Ultra Police. Not a great intro for the Ultra Police.
Yeah. The Ultra Police need rescuing already.
But I just double checked, and Cops and Crooks by Deke did come out in '88, around the same time.
It was
fall of '88. So these were competing with each other. Cops and Crooks lasted a lot longer than this did. Yeah, and I wasn't expecting much. I know what this is. But as little as I was expecting, I was hoping for something a little bit more than just a lot of flying around, like just chasing each other in the air in helicopters.
Well, has Robocop, I don't think he's drawn his gun yet, right? I wonder if it's kind of one of those He-Man things where he's never really allowed to use his weapon.
He does in the intro, though, remember? There's a shot in the intro.
Yeah.
Maybe there was a quota. You can do it once an episode. Oh,
the Ultra Police are shaking people down.
Ultra Police montage.
Wow. Little police action. That's good. That's very, very noir.
I wasn't expecting the Ultra Police to be such a highlight of this episode.
Yeah. It's really pretty rough.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
This was pushing the boundaries. You didn't see this on Cops and Crooks.
Today on Robocop the series, police brutality.
The city. He's operating out of the Trumpet Center.
Wow. Yeah, for anyone who's not watching along with us and you've never seen this, I highly recommend this.
Actually,
an old gem, I'd say.
I have to agree with that. This is definitely worth a watch.
This episode,
at the very least, this episode, yeah. It's even got like the echo of the factory scene from RoboCop.
Yeah. Lasers. It's the cop tank. If this had been the whole series of just going up against Boddicker, I don't know why they didn't just decide from the start to use this character as the main villain of the show.
Yeah.
There was never a Boddicker figure either. I think Dr. McNamara was the usual main villain.
Okay. Well, so it makes you wonder if they had the rights to do him for one episode to use some of the characters from the movie or something like that.
Yeah, that could be.
So it was.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's weird because he's in the intro. So Kurtwood Smith would be paid every episode anyway if he's in the intro, unless that was exempt.
Yeah.
The yellow suit is amazing.
Yeah. We all. There's no reason this would have needed to be a car chase or anything. We all know that Clarence Boddicker was a avid, and talented pilot.
I'm going to jump into my spaceship. Oh, again he scrapped him.
Got toasted.
You don't usually see a hero take this much damage in any show, and I'm really surprised that Boddicker he's got Robo's number in the show.
Oh, through the building, nice.
Where are they?
Here he comes.
Oh, got him.
Good shot.
Oh, that's a good move. Straight up.
Beats all. So he's got no weapons left.
Time to dust this cop with the heat seekers.
Oh, heat seekers.
Brace yourself, Lewis.
So this is a different continuity than the movie.
Has to be, yeah.
Unless Boddicker somehow survived the data spike in the neck. Which, why wouldn't he be able to in a cartoon, right? I locked it off. Oh, here comes the arrest. I'm not arresting you anymore. There comes the gun.
Oh, here comes the gun.
Oh. Moment of truth.
Fun's over. Fun's over.
Oh, wow, there's the line.
No! Please!
Oh.
Fun's over.
Murphy, don't!
Don't do it, Robo.
Murphy, you are a cop. No matter what he's done to you, don't let him make you a murderer.
Wow. This is quite a moral conundrum for a cartoon.
Yeah.
Whether or not he's going to shoot a defenseless person.
They've really tapped into the whole spirit of the movie.
Yeah. Well, I would dare say this might be a better sequel than RoboCop 3.
I would agree. Oh.
You are under arrest. You have the right to remain silent.
Put him in the ultra paddy wagon. Available this Christmas.
I am programmed to enforce the law by legal means. I was perfectly in control the entire time.
Oh.
Yeah.
What a bunch of bunk.
Oh, yeah. He wanted to do it. We all saw it.
Yeah, fun's over.
that's a G.I. Joe exit right there. Everybody cheering when the hero walks off.
So this was a Marvel show. Stand under the credit there. Well, that's why it was that good. Yeah, Joe was done by that point, Sunbow Joe, but the Marvel magic is all over this.
Did you just catch Haim Saban did the music for this one?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. Wow. All sorts of little gems in this.
Yeah.
Released by Orion.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Good
Well, there
show.
you go.
Good episode.
That was I would say that was mildly surprising, actually, to be honest with you. I mean, you always expect these things to be, at some point, in some degree, kind of a little bit of a write-off.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they carried over enough of the theme and, Robocop's human emotions versus, mechanical ethics.
It's really cool when you can watch something like this and kind of get the feeling, whoever worked on this wasn't just doing a job, a job. I think they probably really, really loved the movie and went, hey, you know what we need to put in here? And what if we harken back to that too? And this was 88, so it's not like they would have seen Robocop 100 times like today. I mean, there was the theater release and then maybe VHS had come out by that point.
Yeah. Not a lot of those shows, I remember, occasionally you'd see like 2 or 3 day episodes on like one video cassette in the video store. But it wasn't until the 2000s. I remember that, like, seeing a lot of those old kind of cartoons pop up where you could get them easy on DVD or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was Robocop and the Ultra Police, the debut of the Ultra Police. And finally, Clarence Boddicker gets what was coming to him after putting Alex Murphy in a coma.
Got what's coming to him. Stern talking to.
So I'd highly recommend that one, and it's around. Like I said, it's actually not that hard to find. Definitely some fun background show to put on, even if you're just listening to it. Not bad at all.
Cool. I think I will have to watch a few more of those. Those would definitely be worth it.
Yeah, we'll check them out sometime down the road. We'll be back someday soon with another cartoon commentary. Until then, thanks for watching, and to join the tribe, hit subscribe. Thank you for your cooperation. Namaste.